A beloved and famously generous game like Angry Birds is a tough act to follow, and Angry Birds 2's frustrating new approach to level design and payment don't do it any favors in trying to match the original's universal appeal. There's still plenty of silly fun to be had in leveling piggy structures with your bird bombardment, and it looks fantastic. But Angry Birds 2 isn't another instant classic. Rovio's first mistake was changing how and when we're allowed to play. Its fairly aggressive freemium payment model limits you to 5 lives, and when they're gone, you either have to wait 30 minutes for each life to regenerate, watch an advertisement to gain a life, or pay for a life refill. Preventing us from playing for hours at a time simply makes Angry Birds 2 less fun, period. Angry Birds 2 also comes up short in other ways when compared to the franchise's amazing high points, too. Angry Birds' secret has always been the deeper puzzle roots behind the casual fling the birds and pray you hit a weak spot experience. Getting 3 stars on a level always required careful examination of each meticulously crafted stage, and, in later games, using each bird's special abilities in just the right way. But Angry Birds 2 generates each stage procedurally. If you restart it 5 times, you'll see 5 different stage layouts, and even 5 different types of birds at your disposal. This randomness did keep me on my toes with unpredictable, fresh challenges, but it also turns the game into a more mindless, action-oriented experience where you simply fling birds and watch the ensuing destruction. This randomness can be maddening when combined with Angry Birds 2's limited lives and the way they're tied to timeouts. The random stages and limited lives don't take away from Angry Birds 2's core tension, though. It's still full of nervous moments where you have 1 bird remaining and you have to thread the perfect shot to hit a single elusive pig. And it still feels great to pull that off. In fact, several little improvements make the central act of bird launching feel better than ever. Running at 60 frames per second gives the destruction an appreciated smoothness. Explosion effects are flashier, with debris and pigs flying towards the screen itself. And everything is animated as lavishly as adorable limbless pigs and birds can be. Everything about Angry Birds 2 looks and feels nicer, in fact. A few new gameplay ideas and hand-placed fixtures in each stage are fun to play around with too. Portals redirect birds and debris, giant fans change flying physics, and, my personal favorite, large flowers can suck up birds, pigs, or anything else and launch them back into the stage, extending your destruction combo. It just makes me wish there were some actual puzzles to use them on. Angry Birds 2's limited lives and ever-shifting stages don't completely ruin the fun of launching birds at pigs. It's still fun to pop in, cause some destruction, and then go about your day, but it's a more superficial kind of fun. It doesn't live up to what Angry Birds can provide when it's at its best. It may look better than ever, but the legendary staying power of the original Angry Birds just isn't there in the sequel. Remember that for all things Angry Birds, you should stick with IGN.